Hello, welcome back to 20-Minute Collaborations, the Thursday Thoughts email edition. I hope you're having a fantastic week and that all the collaborations that you are in are showing promise and everyone is sharing that collective goal and those objectives, and they know why they're in the collaboration in the first place, and it's looking beautiful. This week's email comes from Kristen in Chicago, Illinois. Kristen writes, I love to work with people. I'm pretty optimistic about it, and I rarely call it a collaboration. Is there a difference between working with each other and collaborating? Hi, Kristen. Words can mean so much and also be limiting. I was recently on a call that left me with this beautiful quote from a colleague, Andres. When we name something, it can get a price and it might lose its value. When it comes to collaboration, while working in this paradox, there is an opportunity for discernment. First, let's look at the difference between an intentional and an unintentional collaboration. An intentional collaboration is when two or more players consciously decide to work together in a formal partnership to complete a common goal. An unintentional collaboration is a happening in everyday life where two or more players work together to complete a common goal. The most simple way to see them as separate is that the intentional collaboration is usually something we name a collaboration. And this brings us back to your question, Kristen, and a story. Last February, I was in the Maasai Mara in Kenya working with 6 medical students from Arkansas. We were deep in the bush in a small village of Telek. As part of my role in those trips, I ensure that meals are organized and that students perform their work. Because the kitchen we used was in the hospital, we figured that one night a week we'd make dinner there instead of going to one of the 4 restaurants in town. Me being my resourceful self, I made friends with the main food distributor to the game lodges and causing the students to be more creative what they could choose from to make for dinner. Fast forward to them wanting to make breakfast for dinner and invite the hospital staff. Keep in mind, everything is slightly different there. The bacon, the burners, and the quality of cookware. I was on a call and the students said they had it under control. They were off to a good start when they realized that the burner was so hot that the French toast blackened before it cooked, and the bacon was in sheets, not in nice strips they were used to. I entered the chaotic kitchen and asked, "What's up?" There was no vocal responses, only looks. I walked to the burners, turned them for the French toast, and asked another question. What's everyone's role? They began sharing, and then I asked, what is the objective of this collaboration? Then we finally started getting somewhere. We identified roles, found resources, like people who understood the kitchen, and asked for additional help. Before we knew it, the 7 of us were sitting and with about 20 staff eating a fantastic meal. And some of the Maasai fell in love with Nutella, and I'm still sorry about it. Oh my gosh. Addictions that we should not pass on from America. Anyway, when we identify a group effort as a collaboration, it's an invitation to give intention, slow down the process, and look at what isn't being said and imagine what all could be possible. The largest benefit of naming a group effort or collaboration is that each actor is in the process of getting behind the same clearly defined objective. As Priya Parker says in The Art of Gathering, the first step in convening people meaningfully is committing to a bold, sharp purpose. So, working together and collaborating are certainly cousins. Both can produce something meaningful, but when we name something a collaboration, we are making a quiet agreement with one another to be intentional, to be clear about purpose, and care enough about the outcome that we slow down long enough to get it right. Sometimes collaboration looks like a strategic partnership in a boardroom, and sometimes it looks like 7 people in a tiny kitchen in the Maasai Mara trying not to burn French toast. Both can feed people, but only one happens when we decide the moment deserves our full attention. Keep it up. You are not alone. This week, I want to leave you with this reflection for all of us. When a group effort shows up in your life this week, what could change if you paused and intentionally named it a collaboration? Thank you for listening. I hope you're getting what you need out of these. If you need anything from me, you can definitely check me out on social media at Gigi Potter. You can visit my website, ggpotter.com, or if you're interested in what we're doing at the International Institute on Collaboration, go check out iionc.org and we'll get you going. Until next week, take care of yourself and good luck on all of your collaborations.